so the recruitment drive sees just in this number to police. Poirot, oh, Mr. Poirot, okay. Mainly the Poirot. Okay, then contract. City operations is its the sting operations is Standing to increase the volume. Why can't I go to menu? Okay.
Oh, thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
I can't go to menu here also. What the okay.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry. But what great luck to happen upon...
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
Freaking boss. Okay.
Mademoiselle, now we are here. I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the...
I stand out so obviously.
I mean no offence, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn... There has been theft at the house.
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it. Mademoiselle Angeline thinks that someone has broken in and taken it. This seems more plausible to me. It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken...
Then it's... Merci, mademoiselle.
Ah, finally. Bro, where is the menu? Ah, finally, bro. Fuck. Why is it so low? Just have to find some more evidence as you mentioned in the so start together what you and right.
pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Of course, officer. How can I help? One set must be mine, leaving to find you. The other set must be Florette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Huh? Okay.
Huh. Ah. Oh.
Willing Sujira and
Ah.
Elizabeth
Huh. I cannot see the logic in this.
Of course, officer. How can I help? Excuse me,
The carving on the bench. Forgive.
Oh, of course not. Yes.
Would you know the identity of the mysterious?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents. A pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Madame does not allow distracting stuff.
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
That is Madame's rule. And I wouldn't want to be the one that challenges her on it.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been... Order and method. That...
What did I unlock? I unlocked. Oh, what did I come?
Is there something... I must take a different approach if I am to
Front door user, side door
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
అది నాకు తెలుసురా గోడెన్ లాంటి మాట బ్యాగ్ మళ్ళీ తీసుకెళ్ళాను ఇక్కడి నుంచి పైకి చేస్తున్నా
Aha.
ఓపెన్
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment.
by another pizza
Another success. I never doubted my.
అయితే తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు ఎవరైనా చేసి
Of course, officer.
Merci. Oh. Oh. Hmm.
there is nothing to logically enter కదా links are
Hmm. Aha. Ah.
లోపలికి వెళ్ళి పోలేనా లోపల
Hmm. Aha. Oh.
Little white footprints cross the river. అక్కడ footprints లేవు. Maybe wrong predictions చేసా మార్చాలి ట్వింకిల్ తీయాలా I can't get the links. Getting into the cutter. Pinning అవ్వచ్చు మరి నేను సెర్చ్ చేస్తాను
Of course, officer. How can... There is, sir. Luke. But he was called away from the house on a personal matter. Rahana, our...
Merci, mademoiselle. I must act on thought and fact. This will not get me any closer to my goal. Come, my little grey cells. We must...
I can score the Lana.
Magnifique. What a revelation! conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with the...
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police room.
Who are you? You are not the commanding officer.
No, dear madame, I am Officer Hercule Poirot. I can assure you.
This will simply not do. I sent Elizabeth.
And that is what she has brought, madame. Now, I would like to continue...
You understand correctly. It is my daughter's...
And valuable to your daughter.
Yes? I do not believe so. I know so. It was Florette, the maidservant.
And why is that?
Because I don't. I do not need to explain myself any further, especially to... Don't be ridiculous. I have told you who is guilty. If there had been a break-in, surely it would be your...
If it was the case, of course, madame. Although I...
Perhaps then you have proved me right, and you aren't the competent officer I require.
Merci, madame. You have been... Oh.
Maybe a necklace option or the option to
Huh. Oh.
Really, officer? And what is your...
May I ask of the subject?
You may not. Honestly, your pride.
Merci, madame. You have been...
రోజు అమ్మ హస్బెండ్ కాదో చెప్తాను ఏమైంది
Huh.
ఇదే రోజు ఇక నోలు
Hmm.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Mademoiselle Angeline, I presume. Allow me to introduce myself.
An officer of the law? But what are you doing here? Don't you need to be chasing down the burglar?
Your bracelet has gone missing. It is only correct. I speak with all members of the house and investigate this.
Ah, if we may.
Merci. I will attempt to take up as little of your time as...
Some rat stole my bracelet this morning. Even though it's clear someone has broken in, Maman refused to listen and blamed Florette.
You sound very convinced it was taken by someone from outside.
My window was open when I returned. How else can you explain that? It must have been while I was down at breakfast with Elizabeth. She was with...
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was with you until you discovered the bracelet was missing?
She was. She woke me up later than usual. I washed and dressed, and we went down to the It is of great value.
It was a gift from your father. I can only...
Of course.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return...
No.
Huh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Huh.
Oh, okay. అన్నీ అదొక్కటే
Hmm. Hmm. Oh.
The longer you're here is what... checked everywhere. You can ask Elizabeth if you do.
As I have stated, it is my duty to speak. You have been of great help to my investigation.
Maybe the bracelet again. Oh, mainly and can I complete this by ground? Okay, nothing else was taken top of.
This will not get me any closer to my goal. I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps... Come, my little grey cells. I must take a different approach if I am... Things are beginning to become clear.
The longer you're here. How should I know? I returned to the room and father was.
So it is your...
Isn't he handsome? Maman never wants to talk about him. She says it's too hard, but she acts more like she'd.
I'm sure that is not the case. It must have been very...
I miss him every day. In the summer, father and I would play hide and seek while Maman read. She always helped me though whenever it was his. I would stand in the gazebo, cover my eyes and count, and when I turned, he was nowhere to be seen. Maman would lower her book and flash a look towards his hiding spot. After I found him, he clapped and cheered as though I had won a gold. When I was hiding, it didn't matter where I was. He could never find me. I always thought I was an expert hider, but when I think back now, I know he always knew just what...
I am sure he would want you to be smiling today. You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do... Is there something I have... must act on thought. What a revelation! Order and method. That is... Come, my little grey cells. I must act on thought and fact. This will not get me any closer to my...
broken glass.
Magnifique.
What? Poker तो ओपी जैसे ना.
The longer you are here,
You have been of great...
Really, only if you are prepared to take...
It is an offense to incarcerate someone without suitable proof of misdeeds. I must question...
If...
Merci, madame. You have... Mademoiselle Elizabeth, I hope you are feeling less distressed now. I can assure you I shall...
Thank you, officer. Yes.
Bien sûr. Rest assured she will get the fair trial...
Now I think of it, I don't recall seeing her memento tin. She holds her... When I left, Madame was with Florette in there. Surely she would not have locked her in. It must have been an accident.
Madame Vandenbosch should not be deciding her fate. Would you grant me access?
I would, sir, but I don't have the key. There is a spare somewhere, though. Oh, how awful, the thought of her locked in there.
Do you have any thoughts as to where...
I'm sorry. Madame does not trust the staff with such knowledge, even me. Although I did overhear her once say it was hidden somewhere, close to her heart. Whatever that means.
Shakespeare.
Merci, mademoiselle. Some would say a lucky guess.
Oh, Dr. Elizabeth అన్నాడు కదా ఏంజలిన్
Certainly, officer. Madame is the one with the refined taste. And
Aren't we all? Romeo.
I do enjoy it so. The passion, the romance. It gives me...
Merci.
ఆ బుక్ పక్కన నడుచుకుంటే చూడొచ్చు నీకు మాట్లాడి
Huh. Aha. Finally, it is
What exactly do you think you...
If I am to serve justice, I must be able to...
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that. If you wish to live...
Everyone deserves to tell their side of the story.
అసలు దాన్ని డైరెక్ట్ జైల్లో ఇచ్చి ఎట్లా
Mademoiselle Florette,
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong. You...
please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my duty.
Relax. So you...
As of this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will...
I didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it.
There must be some reasoning, but...
How could I... Rihanna the cook is away, so I had to fetch breakfast for the house and prepare it all myself. How does she expect me to do...
From what I understand of Madame van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned.
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight in the lounge until breakfast was over. Didn't want to put my head near her.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances.
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I was too scared to I... I had a...
Merci. I shall take... Oh. Aha. Ah.
Oh,
Aha. Huh.
Elizabeth. Broken window poker.
Things are beginning to become clear.
Where is that black dust? Pyro black dust.
Another success. I must take a different approach if I am to... Is there something I am not seeing? I cannot see the logic in this. Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem. I must act on thought and fact. I must take a different approach if I am to...
Parcel was collected straight from Tyler's, but who? She's serving breakfast.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction. The pieces of the puzzle are fun.
Anything to show. Yes, another thing on my to-do list.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't.
Merci.
Certainly, officer. The lounge?
Oui, it is quite...
Oh! Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before...
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room?
I'm sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline. Why, yes, officer! I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angeline's sleeve at breakfast. You are...
You are not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself? I imagine Madame would not allow even the smallest in...
It baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it before Madame, and a good thing I did. Madame is under a great deal of strain. It can't have been easy for her to lose her husband, raising...
And this morning, it sounds...
It's not... Madame's scolding of Fleurette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish...
Could there have been another reason?
Madame would...
Merci. This will not get me any closer to my goal. Magnifique. Is there something I am...
Suit वाला बड़ी बॉस गोल्ड बनना.
Some would say a lucky guess. I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Certainly, officer. How could I not be? I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not...
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's star.
But
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law.
please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
But he means so much more.
Oh, officer. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that quickly changed. I know it's not proper for a young lady to...
Love transcends.
The mere thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do... The summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem... Standing there beneath the warm glow... Oh, I'm sorry, officer.
One should never apologize for such a charm.
ಈ ಲವ್ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದವಲ್ಲ.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Cassandra, madame. Oh, Cassandra. Okay.
I cannot see the logic in this. Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
Oh, okay.
Order and method. That is the way to...
But she knows about it. Okay. There's so many things.
Another success. Order and method. That is... What a revelation! Oh,
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close. Soot is for...
merci for the warning.
The longer you're here... Maman is never happy with anything these days. Also,
And how does she react when she sees Florette not doing things?
Maman has a temperament.
That is how she... You have... Things are beginning to become clearer.
But how would they distract this group?
Oh,
The longer you are here.
You have been...
What are you doing there? I wouldn't.
Merci for the warning. Ah.
How did they distract her? What kind of place is this suddenly? Didn't any disturbance, no?
Ah.
Maybe the Cassandra commander. Or else the commander.
Really, officer.
Merci.
Anything to...
Merci. Huh.
Oh, telephone. You can do that.
Oh.
Like I was just like a class around.
Aha. Is there something? The pieces of the puzzle are fine.
Obviously, yeah, first అనుకున్నదే కరెక్ట్ ఆప్షన్లో అమ్మేస్తున్నాను పోయినట్టు కవరింగ్ ఒకటి
Aha.
The few things are missing right.
Oh.
The longer you're
You have.
Yep, వేరే మిస్ అయిపోతుంది తర్వాత ఉంటుంది.
Ah.
Maybe I can distract her from outside. ఈ పెయింటింగ్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది? Bro. Oh, wait. చూస్తాను.
Hmm. Come, my little grey cells.
ఇందాక టాప్ ఫ్లోర్
Another success. I cannot see the logic in it.
దొరికిందిరా బుక్ బట్ ఏదండి అది ఇక్కడ
I must act on thought and
ఇదే బుక్ కావాలి అదే బుక్ కదరా ఇది
this will not get me any closer. I should not be surprised by my... The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming.
But before that, I need to. Ah, where is this?
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover. I must take a different I cannot see the logic in this.
ఆ రెండు కనెక్ట్ చేసే ముందు ఇంకో స్టోరీ ఇంకోటి కంప్లీట్ అవుతుంది. ప్లేస్ అయిపోయినట్టేనే ఇది రావట్లేదు. Maybe progress item.
Things are beginning to. Order and method. That is the. Is there something? Magnifique.
But what about this final thing? What are we missing? How do we get to this? ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్ పూర్తి కంప్లీట్ చేయాలంటే కంప్లీట్ అవ్వాలి. లేకపోతే మా చెక్ చేయించాను అంటే దేనికి కూడా తెలుసా తెలియదా?
The longer you are here,
You have been of great. Huh.
what are you doing?
Merci.
సరేలే.
Anything to show. She never used to be such a witch. When the Viscount was alive, she was much nicer. I would have gone long ago, monsieur. but my family can't afford.
I was not aware you were supporting your family.
Papa lost his job at the factory just before he left for good. So when I joined the Vandenbosch house, the Viscount was very kind. I didn't think he would care. He gave me some extra in my first pay pack, enough to keep the landlord from kicking Mama out at least. No one had... He even let me to go home and visit Mama and my brothers at Christmas, with a food parcel from the kitchen. It's always been hard for her. Even before he left for good, Papa wasn't around much, and even when I walked in Mama's house, everything seemed so much smaller. I must have got too used to the size of this house.
The valuables in the house do not determine the love it.
Someone should tell Madame that. Not that she'd listen.
I will uncover the truth of what happened today, mademoiselle. Merci.
But what about
Really, of... If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest... And this is how she repays me? I will not be happy until I see her sufficient... I am glad you have finally come to your senses. The position of this family has and will remain the same. I am the lady of the house, and I... Officer, you have wasted it.
My intention was not to anger.
If you have some... I have all... The position of... Officer, you...
My intent...
If you have some... And this is how she I doubted your ability. It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed.
You are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that...
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second...
Ah. I must act on thought and fact. This will not get me any closer to my Come, my little grey cells. We must think. Some would say a lucky guess.
నీ అమ్మ చూడద్దు తెలివిగా కొంచెం వెనకనే చూపెడతాను కిటికీ బయటపడింది చీ ఇంత చీపు దొంగతనం ఎంతసేపు నేను అన్కవర్ చేసింది దాని బేస్ అదే దాచుకొని ఎంత అసలు ఉంది
Certainly, officer. You have found the culprit?
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would you...
Of course.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone. Will Madame...
She stormed past me not long ago, and I have not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent enough time on this matter. This morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol, until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected...
A crime I've been falsely blamed.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. So I turned my focus to those in. Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work, not to be spoken to in such a
Monsieur.
I refer to how poorly Madame van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but...
That is Maman you're talking about. Just...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, Mademoiselle. All the while, Mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some...
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been...
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows.
I was only trying.
You must have known how Madame would have reacted to your late return, especially with her pride.
She's angry at what...
But nonetheless, you were willing to help a colleague, a friend. And that show of loyalty to your friend has been the thing that proved it.
Monsieur?
Because of such willingness to help, you were delayed in town. You had no viable way of taking the bracelet from Mademoiselle Angeline's room. There was simply no...
I told you! Maybe...
It is evidence not even she can ignore. Which then leads us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Van den Bosch family for quite some time now.
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow members.
Of course. answer, please.
Elizabeth, what is he talking about?
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to remain in your maman's employment.
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever rules she chooses.
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man, to love.
I still do not understand.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this situation any more awkward.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name. Rather, Florette's.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of them.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing the table, she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without Mademoiselle Angeline by your side.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
It means that I found myself with two suspects with potential motives. But with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one.
You can't believe I would hide my own bracelet. I have... How dare you speak... You can't actually believe I would hide...
If you didn't, explain to me how your memento tin with the bracelet inside came to be lodged inside the chimney of your...
You have no proof I put it there.
Besides you being the only one in the room alone, even after finding the bracelet, I still did not know why you had done it. Until I contemplated why Madame was selling so many heirlooms.
You had no right to snoop through our house in the first place.
Huh?
When it is part of my investigation, I have every right, mademoiselle. The unpaid bills and final notice from the telephone company.
Maman can do what she wants with her art. That means nothing.
But when there was no more art to sell, what then? You could not risk her taking your father's bracelet. So, you staged a burglary pretending it had been taken, preventing her from selling it. Then you stood back as the innocent Florette paid the price.
She didn't think about me at all. She was going to take my bracelet and sell it off. It would have just ended up on some old... I didn't think Maman would blame her. I didn't think she would do it.
But she did. And somehow that evidently didn't cross your mind. When Madame returns, you...
Maman can't know what I have done. She will be...
But Mademoiselle Florette will be proved innocent. And no crime has been committed. So I see no reason why... It is time you considered the consequences of your act. And now, you must...
Maman, you're home.
Of course I am. And I've brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Major, I can assure you, I have this...
From what I have heard, you are far...
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maid-servant was behind it all. And yet I see her standing as free...
I am sure Madame Van den Bosch has informed you of her suspicions, but I'm afraid it was...
Excuse.
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence...
This is ridiculous. Why would my...
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is innocent. I just wanted to show you.
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that... Perhaps it would benefit you to remember you are nothing more than a simple officer.
Officer Poirot, Madame van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add, of the goings-on at the
Major, with all due respect, she was in...
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an insubordination like this will not be tolerated.
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation.
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise. After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of officers.
What the fuck?
Oui.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be
Right away.
What? Why?
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I expected.
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper classes.
We will do
Or
everything we
maybe
can
it's
to clear your
meant-
name.
This is meant to happen.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime and
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained, this wrong...
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fairness don't reach the likes of me.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and have been harshly treated and wrongly accused.
But that doesn't help my employment.
That I cannot save. But your freedom.
Okay, maybe this was meant to happen so that he resigns to his job. ఆ రెడ్ డ్రెస్ నాది టికెట్ స్టేట్ చేసాను దాన్ని మరి సరి రియల్ స్టోరీ.
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Florette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demir, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom. I have enclosed a first-class rail ticket for you to join us for the announcement, And having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation. There shall be a carriage waiting for you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemosyne House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline van der Bosch.
Then variety one జిప్పు ఇదేంటి మస్తు అండి ఆయన